Hello, I am Sujata Vishet from Government First Grade College and Center for PG Studies, Tenkanedur, Udupi. In this video session, we will be discussing some basic concepts of directed graphs. This topic is included as a part of a syllabus for 6th SEM BSc course under Mangalore University. In this video session, we will be discussing some basic concepts, some different types of digraphs, and some concepts on directed paths and connectedness. We first define what is a directed graph. A directed graph, or otherwise called as a digraph, G consists of a set of vertices V equal to V1, V2, etc. Vn and a set of edges E equal to E1, E2, etc. Em and a mapping psi that maps every edge onto some ordered pair of vertices Vi, Vj. As in case of an undirected graph, every edge is associated with a pair of vertices which need not be ordered. But in case of a digraph, every edge is associated with an ordered pair of vertices. For example, if we say that edge E is equal to U, V in a directed graph, it means it is an edge from U to V. So here the direction is oriented towards V. Similarly, if we say that edge E is equal to V, U in a directed graph, it means the edge is oriented towards U. So it is an edge from V to U. A digraph is also called as an oriented graph. Let E equal to Vi, Vj be an edge in a digraph G. Then the vertex Vi is said to be incident out of the edge E and is also called the initial vertex of E. Similarly, the vertex Vj is called the terminal vertex of the edge E and it is said to be incident into the edge E. For example, in this figure, for the edge E equal to U, V, U is the initial vertex and V is the terminal vertex. Next, we define degree for a directed graph. There are two types of degrees, in degree and out degree. The number of edges incident out of a vertex Vk is called the out degree of Vk and is written as d plus of Vk. Similarly, we define the in degree. The number of edges incident into a vertex Vk is called the in degree of the vertex Vk and is written as d minus of Vk. We see an example here. Now this is a directed graph G with 5 vertices and 10 edges. If we consider the vertex V1, its in degree is 1 which corresponds to the edge E3 and out degree is 3 which corresponds to the edge E4, E1 and E2. So we have d plus of V1 is 3 and d minus of V1 is 1. Similarly, if we consider the vertex V5, in degree is 0 because there is no edge towards V5, whereas out degree of V5 is 4. That corresponds to the edge E7, E8, E9 and E10. So we have d plus of V5 equal to 4 and d minus of V5 equal to 0. Similarly, we have listed the in degree and out degree for all the vertices. We prove a result. In any digraph G, the sum of all in degree is equal to the sum of all out degree and each sum being equal to the number of edges in G. The proof is as follows. As we know that every edge is incident onto two vertices, but in case of a digraph, the one is which is incident into and the other is which is incident out of. Hence, the sum of all edges is equal to the sum of all in degree and also equal to the sum of all out degree. And also we can see that sum of all d plus of Vi, I is equal to 1 to n, that is sum of all in degree will be equal to sum of all out degree and hence the result follows. Next, we define what is an isolated vertex in a digraph. An isolated vertex in a digraph is a vertex in which the in degree and out degree are both equal to 0. A vertex V is called as a pendant vertex in a digraph if it is of degree 1. So here in this case either in degree is 1, out degree is 0, or out degree is 1 and in degree is 0. In other words, d plus of V plus d minus of V equal to 1 if V is a pendant vertex in a digraph. Two directed edges are said to be parallel if they are mapped onto the same ordered pair of vertices. Parallel directed edges must also agree in the direction of their direction of their arrows. For example, if we consider this graph, edges E8, E9, E10 are parallel because all the three edges are oriented towards the same direction. Whereas if we see the edges E2 and E3, for the undirected graph, these two edges may be parallel, but for a directed graph these two are two distinct edges and hence they are not parallel. Next we discuss the isomorphism in digraph. Two digraphs are said to be isomorphic if their corresponding undirected graphs are isomorphic, and also the directions of the corresponding edges must also agree. We give an example of two non-isomorphic digraphs. When we remove all the directions or when we remove the orientations of these two graphs will look isomorphic to each other. Whereas with these orientations, these two graphs do not form isomorphism because if we consider the edge E4 in these two cases, edge E4, the orientation do not match. Next, we discuss some concepts on different types of digraph. A simple digraph is a digraph that has no self-loops or parallel edges. A digraph is said to be an asymmetric digraph if it has at most one directed edge between a pair of vertices, but it is allowed to have self-loops. Such a graph is also otherwise called as antisymmetric digraph. A symmetric digraph is a digraph if for every edge a comma b there is also an edge b comma a. A digraph that is both simple and symmetric is called a simple symmetric digraph. Similarly, a digraph that is both simple and asymmetric is called simple asymmetric digraph. For digraph, there are two types of complete graphs. A complete symmetric digraph is the simple digraph in which there is exactly one edge directed from every vertex to every other vertex. A complete symmetric digraph on n vertices contains n into n minus 1 edges. A complete asymmetric digraph is an asymmetric digraph in which there is exactly one edge between every pair of vertices. And hence we can see that a complete asymmetric digraph on n vertices contain n into n minus 1 by 2 edges. A complete asymmetric digraph is also called a tournament. So this is an example of a complete symmetric digraph on 4 vertices. So between a pair of vertices we see that there is an edge into and there is an edge out also. A digraph is said to be balanced if for every vertex v the in degree is equal to the out degree. That is, for any vertex v, d plus of v equal to d minus of v. If this is true for every vertex, then the digraph is said to be balanced. A balanced digraph is said to be regular if every vertex in the graph has the same in degree and the out degree. We next defined a directed walk. As we define walk, paths, circuits for an undirected graph, we define similarly for the directed version. A directed walk from a vertex vi to a vertex vj is an alternating sequence of vertices and edges beginning with vi and ending with vj such that each edge is oriented from the vertex following it. No edge in a directed walk can appear more than once, but a vertex may appear more than once. and this is also true for an undirected graph. A semi-walk in a directed graph is a walk in the corresponding undirected graph but is not a directed walk. A similar definition can be written for directed path, a semi-path, a directed circuit, a semi-circuit also. There are two types of connectedness in a digraph. A digraph is said to be strongly connected if there is at least one directed path from every vertex to every other vertex. A directed graph G is said to be weakly connected if its corresponding undirected graph is connected but G is not strongly connected. Each maximal connected subgraph, the maximal connected may be weakly or strongly connected, subgraph of a digraph G is called a component of G. Within each components of G, the maximal strongly connected subgraphs are called fragments, or they are also called strongly connected fragments of G. If we consider this digraph, this is a digraph, disconnected digraph on two components. We can see that this edge E1, E2 forms a strong component. So this is a fragment. Similarly, E8, E7 together forms a strong component. Similarly, the edges E5, E6 and E7 form a strong component. Similarly, E11, E13, E12 forms a strong component. Even E10 also forms a strong component. We next discuss about condensation. This is a sort of operation on a digraph. The condensation GC of a digraph G is a digraph in which each strongly connected fragment is replaced by a vertex and all directed edges from one strongly connected component to another are replaced by a single directed edge. As we can see this previous example, previous graph. Now for this graph, as I told you, this E1, E2, E8, E7, E5, E6, E7 can be replaced as a single vertex. E1, E2 can be replaced as a single vertex. E10 can be replaced as a single vertex. And E11, E13, E11, E12 and E13, since they form a strong component, it can be replaced as a single vertex. When we replace it by a single vertex and see what is the condensation, then we can see that the resulting graph looks like this. So this is the condensation GC of the digraph G. The condensation of a strongly connected digraph is simply a vertex. Also, the condensation of a digraph has no directed circuit. Next, we will discuss about accessibility. In a digraph G, a vertex V is said to be accessible or reachable from a vertex U if there is a directed path from U to V. Clearly, a digraph G is strongly connected if and only if every vertex in G is accessible from every other vertex. The rest of the topics will be discussed in the coming videos. Thanks for watching.